Hello students, welcome back to the class. So the last class we have discussed about individualism and its origin and growth. In the last class we have discussed about the topic which is called as ethical argument. In this class we are going to discuss about the topic which is called economic argument. Okay. So what is meant by individualism? Already we have discussed. Okay. But this is very important. Individualism means the state should leave the individual alone. Single person. Whenever the states are leaving the individual alone, that is called individualism. This theory is also known as laissez-faire theory. Okay, and this is originated from the word France, which means leave alone. So laissez-faire theory is originated from the French, which means to leave alone, and this theory was mainly developed by Adam Smith and other classical economists have developed the theory laissez-faire. Okay, so it means in this theory what it is explaining, the meaning of individualism is, okay, more freedom should be given and individuals should be free from all type of restrictions. Individuals should be leave alone. The involvement of state government should be very less. If this government only will decide that what the individual should do, the individuals cannot able to perform its activity. If the individuals alone will select its role, the individuals can able to know its benefits. Okay, what are the various field he can able to perform the activities well. So if individual only will decide what he have to do, then he can able to do his work well. So similarly, here this theory individualism is also called as laissez-faire theory, which gives more importance to the individual, that involvement of government and state government should be very less. Now this theory was developed by Adam Smith and other classical economics. We will discuss what Adam Smith is also called as the father of capitalism. Okay, so he have explained a theory which is called capitalist, father of capitalism. Okay, now Adam Smith what he have did, he put the economic argument in favor of individualism. So he have put the economic in favor of individualism. What is my individuals should try to get maximum wood so they can able to do their work well by their personal interest. Children's individuals should not force and individuals should not impose any type of restriction. By their personal interest only the individuals can able to do his work more better and more well. So individuals should be given what? Freedom. The state government should not involve in the activities of any affairs. The state government should not involve. Individuals only will select, okay, and individuals will do his work according to his personal interest. Okay, what are the various field he is interested? Okay, he will select the work and he can able to do his work according to his personal interest. Next, if you see the state government interference in the economic activity should be very less. So Adam Smith also explained that in state government in the economic activities, these all are economic activity. For example, man, trade, commerce, industries are the economic activity. So the activities which are mainly depends upon the economy is mainly depends upon this activity. Trade, if the trade will develop, economy also automatically will develop. Industries, commerce, everything is considered as a backbone of economy. So here the Adam Smith what he explains, Adam Smith explains that the interference of the state government in the economic activity should be very less. The interference in the man, the state government should not interfere in the activities of man, trade, buying and selling of goods, that is called as trade, commerce, okay, and industries. The places where the raw materials which are converted into finished goods. So whatever the activities are there, the involvement of state government should be less, not only upon the individual but also upon the various activities also. Interference of the government should be very less. So Adam Smith also favored that the involvement of state government should be very less, then only the country will develop. So Adam Smith greatly gives importance for the free market competition. Free market competition, these types of systems mainly followed in capitalist country. Okay, the countries which have accepted the concept capitalism, in this concept free market competition is there, where the involvement of government should be very less. If you see that socialism, the involvement of government is more. Government every time will interfere in the activities. In socialist country, if you see Russia, these are the socialist country where all the activities were under the control of government and involvement will be very heavy. In such conditions, the people will not enjoy the freedom, etc. In these countries, if you see the Russian country or the Chinese country, communist country, socialist country, okay, the people does not have the personal freedom like freedom of speech, okay, freedom of expression, freedom to form union, freedom to form association. At the same time, individuals like trading activity, business activity also, interference should be very less. But in these countries, interference are very heavy. So, in free market competition, so Adam Smith has mainly favored the free market competition. What is meant by free market competition is nothing but in free market is an economic system which are mainly based upon demand and supply. Okay, that is mainly based upon demand and supply. Okay, the market in which the prices are mainly depends upon demand and supply. For example, when the demand will increase, prices also will increase. When the demand will be decreases, prices automatically will decrease. There the government will not fix the price. Okay, in the socialist country, the prices are mainly fixed by government, but here the prices are fixed by based upon the demand and supply. And next one is little involvement of government. Government will never interfere in the matter of economic system in the free market competition. So such types of competition is called free market, where the markets are free, where the industries are all free. Okay, competitions, industries are easily participating in the competition. A system in which the prices are mainly determined based upon demand and supply, where the involvement of government is very less. Such types of systems we can say that is called as free market competition. So free competitions leads for the improvement. Whenever when there is a competition, this leads for the improvement. In every socialist country, if you see, most of the industries are under the control of government. Every industries are the government industries, and they have no competition among themselves, and that's why the quality as well as quantity, there is no improvement in the quality as well as quantity based product. If there is a competition among the industries, if there is a competition, then the quality of the product also will improve. If there is no competition, for example, in the class, if you see the students, when they have a competitive nature in the classes, in the class students will develop. Suppose in the home, suppose if you are sitting in the home and if you wanted to read, you can't develop. Similarly, if there is only one industry and if there is no other industries, so the industries cannot make competition. Competitive based world only, whatever the field in which industries are facing a competition, that industries will develop more. They will compete, they will also try to prepare the same product, etc. So whenever in free market system only, that leads for the improvement of quality as well as quantity, and the prices also automatically will be very less. Okay, so in every socialist country, industries, they have no proper competition. Okay, in centralized planning system, central government will plan. There is no competition between one industry with another industry, and that's why there is no improvement in the quality. But in this system, in free market system, you can find industries will make competition. Industries will try to compete, they will produce a very good quality of goods. In this competition, what happens, the quality also will improve and the prices automatically will be decreases. Okay, innovation, every industries will try to innovate a new product. Okay, every industries try to innovate a new product, but in socialist countries we can find there is no proper innovation. This is the main thing. I'll go forward here. Laissez-faire theory also leads for the improvement. Okay, important, and they are very important role for the industrial development in England. Now most of the countries in England are during the period of industries when it was developed, industrial revolution when it was taken in England, how the England have able to develop because of this free market competition, because of laissez-faire theory. In this theory, the involvement of government is very less upon the industries. Two things always you have to remember. Free market competition means competitions between the industries will increase, involvement of government will be very less. The market which are mainly based upon demand and supply, that is free market competition. So in laissez-faire theory, or if you free individual also, as how the individuals were let free, similarly in this theory was applied on industries also. If the involvement of government will be very less in industry also, similarly than man, then industries also will develop. The similar situation took place in England during the Industrial Revolution. Very good concept this is. I'll go forward. So, individualism means what? We have already discussed that state should leave the individual alone. Whenever the state or the state is leaving the individual alone, that is called as individualism. This theory is also called as laissez-faire theory, and laissez-faire theory is a word which is mainly derived from French word which means to leave alone, and this theory was developed by Adam Smith, and other classical economics have developed this theory. Economic argument. In the last class already we have discussed about ethical argument. In this class we are mainly discussing about economic argument. Adam Smith has put favor the economic argument in favor of individualism. Just like how the individualism is we have to give independence and we have to make the individual alone. Similarly, industries also we have to make the industries alone. Economic should be Adam Smith is favored industries try to get maximum freedom. Individual, how the individuals should get maximum freedom. Individuals, when they will get maximum freedom, when the involvement of the government will be very less in the activities of individual can able to work well regarding his personal interest, then individuals will develop. Similarly, here also the state government interference in the how the state government interference in the individuals are less. At the same time, state government interference in the other activities also should be very less, such as man, trade, commerce, industry. The country where the involvement will be more in state government involvement will be more, the activities will never develop. Similarly, if the involvement will be more in the activities of man, he will not develop. Okay, involvement should be less or no. If it is more, the economic activity, either man or economic activity, nobody will develop. So, state government neither should involve in the activity of man. So, state government should not decide what the role should be given to him. He should only select the role according to his personal interest, he will develop. Similarly, here also the state government should not involve in the activities like man, trade, commerce, industries. Okay, free market system should be followed. So, Adam Smith also given in favor of free market system. Why? Because he is the father of capitalism. He only formulated this theory, concept. Capitalist theory was mainly formulated by Adam Smith. So, according to him, the government should involve. Free market system is nothing but the prices will be mainly fixed based upon the demand and supply. According to demand, when the demand will be high, prices automatically will be higher. When the demand will be low, prices automatically will decrease. The market in which the prices are mainly determined or fixed based upon demand and supply, that is free market system. In the free market system, one more thing is involvement of government will be very less. Similar to this and opposite to this is centralized planning. Okay, in centralized planning every time the central government will involve, but here in free market system no involvement of government or very little involvement of government. These systems are very important for industry because industries can make a competition with each other. They can improve the product based upon quality, quantity as well as price also. Prices of this product automatically will be very low. Laissez-faire theory is very important, and this theory is playing very important role for industrial development in England. So, this theory played a very important role for industrial development in England. In England also or in the European countries today, most of the European countries are capitalist country. They are following the free market system. Okay, they are following a policy of laissez-faire. Laissez-faire means leave alone. Okay, leave alone. Even industries also we have to leave alone, they will develop automatically. If there is a competition among themselves, involvement should be very less, government involvement should be very less. Just like how the government involvement is very less in regarding man, similarly government activities regarding industries involvement in the industry should be very less. Then only the industries will develop, competitions among industries should be very high. Then the quality, quantity as well as price of the product automatically will be in favor to the customers. So, children, we have discussed about the point which is called as economic argument. We will meet you in the next class with the next fifth point. Okay. Thank you very much everybody.